We will continue with Word 2016. In the last video, we learned the different change case options. Today, we will learn the different text effects and that we can apply on the text and use of Format Painter and clear all formatting icons. The practical worksheet that I sent you on 14th August with this name had these questions in it, and the output of this exercise is this Word file. I have checked in Teams. Most of you have done it and uploaded. Very good. So today we will be using this file for applying the different text effects. Text effects icon is in Home tab, Font group, and this is the icon. Text effects. And it is used to add some flair. Flair means style to your text by applying a text effect such as a shadow or glow. We will not be doing typography, we are doing only text effects. Now click on text effects drop down. There are 15 predefined text effects. Now let's see how to apply these effects. So step 1 is select the text. I'm selecting this first one, keyboard. Now click on text effects drop down. This drop down is covering my selected text. So I am moving my text to right. This much is fine. So now step 1, select your text. Step 2, click on Home tab, Font group and Text Effects drop down. Keep the cursor on these 15 predefined text styles and you can see how your selected text appears. So whichever style you like, you can select that. I'm selecting this one. So this is how you apply the first text effect, any one of these 15 predefined styles. Now I'm selecting this mouse. Click on text effects drop down. And the next option is outline. This option is used to change the outline or border color of the selected text. Same way how you do in your drawings, you make border with different and dark color. Same way we can apply border to our typed text. Keep mouse pointer on this outline, a color pop-up will open. You can keep the cursor and see how the color applies and select the color. I'm applying this red color and see how it applies. I hope you can see the outline is red and inside it's black. Okay, I'll increase the font size to 48. I hope now it's clear. We have red color border and inside it's black color. Okay. Now we can increase the thickness of the border, means this red color. So I'm selecting, go back to the same text effects outline and below your colors you have this weight option. Weight means thickness. So see, if I increase the thickness, you can see the red color is becoming more prominent, means more dark and thick and visible. So whatever size you like, you can keep it. I am keeping this one. And we can also change the style of outline. In the same place, just below your weight, we have this dashes option. So you can keep your cursor and see how it applies. So this is the dash style. So my outline changes to a dash instead of a solid line. Okay, so I'm applying this now. Now after applying, later on if you feel that you want to remove this outline effect, then you can go back to the same text effects drop down, outline, and you can click on this no outline. It will remove your outline effect. I am not clicking on this because I want to keep this effect now. Okay, next third, I'm selecting the CPU. Click on text effects drop down and below your outline we have a shadow effect. Outer shadow means the shadow is displayed towards outside. Okay, so okay, this shadow effect is not very clear on this black text, so let's change it to this style first. And now I am applying this shadow. So now you can see the outer shadow means there is little shadow towards the outside. Inner shadow means it is towards inside. Okay, and this perspective shadow, it appears as if somebody is looking from front, and then how the shadow is formed. So you can see the different styles. These perspective shadows are more darker ones. So let's apply this. Now again, if you want to remove the shadow effect later on, you can click on text effects drop down, go to shadow, and then click on this no shadow. The shadow will be removed. I am not removing it now. Next, I am selecting this monitor. Go to text effects drop down, and below shadow we have reflection effect. Keep the mouse pointer, a pop-up will open, and now you can scroll and see the different reflection effect that is applied on your selected text. Select whichever style you like. I am selecting this one, and that will be applied. Again, if you want to remove this effect, go back to the same reflection and click on no reflection. Okay, so see from monitor the reflection is removed. I am not removing it now. And the last one, I am selecting this printer. Go to text effects drop down, and the last text effect which we are learning is this glow. Okay, keep your cursor, a glow window will open. Okay, my selected text is not visible, so I'm just moving this one inside. Yeah. Now click on this drop down, glow. Yeah. Now keep your cursor on each glow effect, and you can see how it applies on your selected text. So whichever you like, you can apply. I'm selecting this one. Again, if you want to remove the effect, go back to the same place and select this no glow, and see from printer glow effect is removed. I am not removing it now. So you saw we have formatted our text with different text effects. On keyboard we have applied predefined text effect, this one. On mouse I have applied outline effect. On CPU shadow effect. On monitor reflection effect, and on printer glow effect. Okay, so these are the different text effects, 5 text effects that we have applied on our text. I'm just adding italic formatting feature on this keyboard. Now when I select my keyboard and go to font group, you can see B is shaded, which means the bold effect is already applied to it. Now I am clicking on italic, and now bold and italic both are applied on my selected text. Okay. Now this looks nice, right? I am selecting and putting everything back in its place how it was earlier. Yeah. Now if I feel that yes, my formatting is looking very nice and I want to apply it to my other text as well, which is there in my document. So like if I decide that I want to apply this formatting which is on my keyboard, I want to apply it on this first step, click on File tab. Okay, so one method is that I select the sentence, this one, then go to text effects drop down, apply this effect, then go to font group, apply bold and italic, and then I will get the same formatting. But this is little long method, right? I have to go to multiple icons and then select and apply. And what if I forget what the different features that I've applied? I forget that I had applied this one. I might apply this. So then it will have a different look. So instead of doing all that, there is an icon in Word which is used to copy formatting from one text to another text, and that icon is this Format Painter. It is in Home tab, Clipboard group, and this icon Format Painter. See how it looks? It has a brush icon and it is used to copy the formatting from one text to another. Now let's see how it works. So your step 1 is select the text whose formatting you want to apply. I am selecting this keyboard. Step 2, click on Home tab, Clipboard group, Format Painter. And when you click on that, you see your mouse pointer changes to a brush icon. Step 3, click at the beginning of the text on which you want to apply this formatting. I'm clicking on this and drag it till the end and then leave your mouse. And see, the formatting is applied. This click on File tab is looking exactly same like your keyboard. So clear how you copy the formatting from one text to another? I will repeat it again. Listen carefully. Step 1. Select the text whose formatting you want to apply. This time I am selecting this mouse. Second step, click on Home tab, Format Painter, and see the icon is changed to a brush. If you can't see, you just move your mouse pointer, it will change. Step 3, click at the beginning of the text on which you want to apply this formatting and drag till the end and then leave your mouse pointer and see your formatting is applied and your text is looking exactly same how you had selected. So clear how you apply formatting, how you copy formatting from one text to another. Now if I want to see, once I have finished applying formatting, my cursor changes back into a standing arrow. So I cannot apply to the next text again. So if I want to apply the same formatting to multiple lines which are separate, like if I want to apply on this line as well as on this line. So I cannot click and drag it till the end because I don't want to apply on this second and third step, right? So they are not continuous lines, they are separate lines. So if I want to apply formatting on separate lines, then also I can use Format Painter, but in that case my step 2 is little different. So I will repeat all the steps for this second type. Listen carefully. Step 1 is same. Select the text with on whose formatting you want to apply. So I'm selecting the CPU this time. Step 2 is little different. Now instead of clicking on the Format Painter, we have to double click on the Format Painter, means click 2 times, okay, together. Again the mouse pointer changes to a brush, and now step 3 is same. Wherever you want to apply, just click and drag and leave. So see, it has applied the CPU formatting is applied on this step. But can you see my cursor is still in a brush mode? It means I can still click and apply the formatting which is selected. So now I am clicking on this last step, click and drag and leave, and see the formatting is applied. I can even do it on single words also. Whichever word I want, even few letters also I want, I can apply. So when I double click on the Format Painter, my option of copying the formatting remains in my cursor, and then I can apply it to multiple different lines. And this effect will stop only when I'll click back on the Format Painter or escape key on your keyboard. So I am clicking back on the Format Painter, and now see my cursor has become into a standing cursor and that brush is gone. and now if I click and select, nothing is happening. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to apply Format Painter to copy formatting from one text to another. I'll just repeat it again. Format Painter is used to copy only the formatting from one text to another. Okay. Now the last topic for today is clear all formatting. Now suppose you have done all this formatting, but later on you feel that no, I don't want so much of formatting, I want to remove the formatting. So instead of selecting the text, going on each effect and removing that, we have an option in Word, clear all formatting, which will clear all the formatting which is on the text in one single click. And that icon is in Home tab, Font Group, and this is the icon A with an eraser. And what is it used? It is used to remove all formatting from the selection, leaving only the normal unformatted text. Let's see how it works. Step 1 is select the text whose formatting you want to remove. Step 2, click on Home tab, Font Group, and click on this Clear All Formatting icon, and see, once you click on it, all formatting is removed from this keyboard word and the text is in normal style now. And what is the normal style in my computer? The setting is font is Calibri, font size is 11, and font color is black. Okay, this black color. So this is the normal style setting in my computer. So when I click on clear all formatting will be removed and text will be in normal style. So this is how we can remove all the formatting in just one single click. If you want to remove the formatting of the entire text, this complete text which is there, then you can select all the text together using Ctrl A key and then click on this clear all formatting icon and see what happens. All the formatting is removed in just a single click and the text is in normal default setting, which is Calibri font, font size 11 and font color black. Now if you want, you can just change the size to make it readable, and because this text was already selected, you can just click and increase the font size and you have got your text back without any formatting. So I hope you have understood how to apply this text effects and how to use Format Painter and clear all formatting icons. So with this, we have completed with Essay 1 portions. Next week, I will send you video on Essay 1 revision. That's all in this video. Thank you.